Well, and that maybe brings us to another point, which is you probably want that productivity boost because according to your data, longer posts perform better. Can you say more about that? Because I think it's a bit counterintuitive for some.
Yeah, it is. And I would highlight this by saying, take the amount of space on LinkedIn and maybe in life to say the point. There are some points that can be made very succinctly, and there are some points that need more room to breathe. And so I'm not suggesting that you take a tiny idea and you inflate it with unnecessary fluff to make it long because long posts do well. Our data does show that the longer posts perform well. And the qualitative aspect that I would add in here is that to me is they're telling a story or they're building out with specific anecdotes, a reason, they're kind of supporting an argument. It's well-written content that benefits from going deeper. But that was just like most people feel like I don't want to talk too much. Most people think I don't want to take up too much space. And the data would suggest that frequency and length both kind of perform better. One quick anecdote. I met actually literally yesterday with a venture capitalist in his portfolio of companies. And we were talking about this whole concept of frequency. And it was a small, intimate group where people could kind of really engage. And a few people literally said, hey, you know what? I have muted someone because they talk too much. Two different people said that. And I said, this is great. This is great. Let me ask you this. Those people that you muted, are you their target audience? Are you a target customer of theirs? Are you a target employee? Are you a target investor? No, no, no. Like it's a friend, but I have nothing to do with them. Great. Like that's their content's probably doing the trick. Like it's the dog whistle, right? They're speaking to a very specific audience and you're not that audience. So if I'm that person, I'm not terribly deflated if you're not following me because you're not the audience. If my audience, my specific audience is CEOs with 51 to 500 employees, I'm going to speak and I'm going to add value. And we can talk about this in a second because it is all about educating. But I'm going to approach LinkedIn with a generous and educational mindset for my very specific niche audience. And I'm going to show up every day with the intention of adding value, teaching, educating, helping them. If you are my target audience, I suspect you will not resent me if I'm really showing up consistently. And I'm not saying I'm so humbled to be featured on Forbes. I'm not saying I'm so honored to be featured on the B2B Fusion podcast. I'm genuinely trying to teach my target audience something that will help them. It's hard to resent someone from that. It's hard to tune them out. And I suspect if you get tuned out, it's not someone you're going after in the first place.